What's happening? Team Rockets gave us a couple dark Pokemon that could go together because it gives you multiple ways to try to win. So I put them together in one deck. Let's go to the deck list. So the big guy in this one is the Nidoking EX. Its first attack hits for 100 and then you put 8 damage counters in between checkup every time the opponent doesn't move. That's 180 damage. Plus you can use the Mochi, which is another 40. And if you get the Perilous Jungle, that's another 20. So you can do up to 240 damage and you won't even activate Fezandipiti. Or you could use the second attack, which just straight up does 240 damage. You just need an extra energy. And while we get this big bulky Pokemon ready, we are going to try to put Team Rocket's Arbok in the active. It only has one attack where it spreads 30 damage everywhere as long as Shaman isn't down, and it obviously doesn't hit Terra Pokemon because it's damage, not damage counters. But the key to this is its ability that stops your opponent from playing any evolution Pokemon that have an ability. So you're stopping the Charizards, the Grimssnarls, the Frostless, and anything else with an ability cannot be played from hand. Obviously the way around this is using a TM evolution, but they gotta try to find it. So you're trying to stall with Team Rocket's Arbok and then come up with Nidoking EX to finish it off. So that is pretty much how it works. So let's hit the ladder and see it in action. All right, Totodile. Here we go. All right, so we do have an Arbok, which is great. We'll go get one of each down there. We will also thin by getting Pecharunt, Fez, Ekans. We'll get Pecharunt, so at least we have a switch. What we don't have is an energy. So I need some sort of energy. All right, Arven. So they're going to Evo. But I've got Arbok, need an energy. I've got Nidorino. All right, they're going to Trolley. All right, we have 4 Iono. I got to be able to find one. I've got to. Oh, they had Trolley. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll put that there. That there. And now, Arven. That is not what I wanted. I can Arven into... Okay, so let's do this. Do I want Ultra Ball or... we'll keep the Night Stretcher. Go get these two. We get to put this down. Now we get to Evo. And we will Evo this one and this one. Boom. Arbok, good to go. Probably should have checked, but that's okay. And I got the Nidoking. Got it. All right, so now we have stopped them from evolving with anything with an ability, which it has, because I believe it's Feraligatr. Oh, rare candy. Now we'll just put that there, and nothing we can do. We're not going to retreat. We're just going to hope we get another one. Come on, Iono. I wonder if they have an Iono. Oh my god, we just top decked a Rocket's energy and now we get to do Spinning Tail, 30 damage everywhere. In just 2 more turns, we can just basically almost clear their entire board. If they can't move me, they're in top deck mode apparently. If they have an Iono, they gotta use it. Alright, so they're gonna save that one. They're gonna Arven for what? Vessel and Devo. All right, that Devo's not going to matter because I'm going to be able to put it right back down because it's coming right back to my hand. Unfortunately, I have like 4 energy on this Arbok, but I get to keep doing damage, and they get to do Big Bite. I can't retreat. Well, the retreat doesn't matter because I have Pecharunt. Why didn't they Evo? They should have Evo'd. At least they could have gotten the one down there, unless they have them all in their hand. Rocket's energy on here. And now Spinning Tail, we do it again. And starting on the next one, I start taking prizes. Okay, that doesn't matter. Anyway, this one does. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench. You can hit me for 30. All right, now they're going to Adrena Brain. But I'm doing 180 damage. They were only taking away 30. So the question is, where do they take it away from? All right, Big Bite. All right, so I can't retreat. Why? They should have done the 30, not the 10. Counter Gain. Not going to place it yet. And Spinning Tail. We are just going to win, hopefully, with Arbok. We're taking a couple prizes here. 1, 2. Arbok is doing its thing. I do have... Okay. All right, we're ahead in prizes, so I don't think we need the Counter Gain. All right, now they can do their Feraligatr. Take a knockout. I can Janine's Secret. I can Night Stretcher it back. Okay, I can't do any of that. I have all different cards. Jeez, that's frustrating. All right, I have a Rocket's Energy. So actually I can knock this out for 240 and be done. They don't have any energy. Oh, did they not run into a reversal? If they didn't, I just come back up with Arbok? Or do I just come and knock it out and pretty much end of the game? Yeah, they're going to keep doing damage. But then that's all they have. Yeah, I think I just Pecharunt. I do the Rocket's Energy here. So now I can Subjugating Chains here. And let's see, do I want anything there? No, can't Night Stretcher. Don't want to Evo. Let's see what we can get. We can get this. Counter Gain Mochi. Let's do Mochi. Now that we'll put the Mochi. And now 140 is 200 plus 80 is 280. So that's perfect math right there. That's 280. They do 80 more in between turns. So if they have a Fez, it's not going to work anyway. The only problem is I only get one prize card instead of 2. But that's okay. Because I knocked out their only attacker. It didn't matter. All right, here we go against Impidimp. Grimssnarl. All right, Artisan, that's going to help me get an Ekans down. Now we're going against Grimssnarl with the Frostless. The only ability that we have is going to be the Arbok. All right, we're going to be able to get... Oh, Arven, yes. All right, but what I need is an energy, and I don't have it. I don't have an energy. So, what do we do? Do I just Iono? Nah, let's Arven 4. We will get Secret Box and Evo. Is that what I want? Secret Box and Evo? Yes. All right. So we'll put this down. We will Secret Box away. Well, we don't need this. 1, 2, and so I want the Mochi. Mochi's an extra 40. I don't think I need it in this one. All right, now we'll go with actually no, Janine's. Definitely need. Okay, it's not even here. Sweet, great. We'll go with the Devo. Item now is this, since my thing is prized, and Stadium, obviously the jungle. Yeah, the vessel's prized. So that's fantastic. All right, so now we'll just go get one of each again. And unfortunately, I'm going to put down the Perilous Jungle so they can't use it. And that's it, because my thing was prized. Highly unfortunate. I do have Janine's to now get some energy going. All right, let's see what's going to happen now. All right, so I could do Janine's onto... Well, do I want to do the active or just let it get KO'd eventually? Well, actually, it's going to get KO'd now. Okay, and they got their Grimssnarl. All right, so what do I have to do here? I think the best thing for me to do is... All right, so now that they're going to use Shadow Bullet, they're getting rid of an Ekans. I'm not going to let them... All right, I'm going to come up with this. I'm going to put Janine's on here. And they're not going to be able to play Frostless if they have it. So we'll put this And then actually now I can Devo with Janine's 1, 2, boom. Got these two. Can put that there. Put this one there. I've got Janine's. We'll put this here because we are going to be down. And we will just Devo. And now they can't play it again. Unless they move Arbok. And they would need another rare candy. Alright, then at this point I want an Iono. Alright, but they still can't. Alright, what is it? What they hit for 60? They Iono, which is fine. Because now let's see what we get. Would we have gotten one? We would have. But. Alright, I can Arven for. No, we only play one evolution. No, we played two, but I don't remember if the second one was in there. But at least I can start to find it. I can also bring up this Snorunt. Alright, so they're going to Secret Box. They're going to Devo me. I'm just going to put it back. Spike Muth. But if they Devo, I don't get knocked out. Alright, Shaman stinks. It blocks Arbok, but that's okay. Yeah, they're gonna Devo me next. Actually, they're not gonna have to. I'll just get knocked out by myself. But we're gonna Evo. Let's go. We are gonna find Evolution and Ultra Ball. Alright, Evolution. Here. This. We will Buddy. Another Ekans. I want a counter catcher yet? No. Alright, so let's Evo. 1, 2. Got him. And now I have, I can get the Nidoking later. I'm good to go on attacking. Alright, and I survive. Boom, we're good. I've got the Nidoking. I've got the Counter Gain. So we can actually do an attack next. They're going to go down to 4. But I'm going to get a knockout. Because they can't play Frostless. They can't play Grimssnarl. They can get a Morgum. I'm going to Iono it anyway. They're going to Arven. Now the question is, do they knock me out? Because if they knock me out, then I can go get Fez. Problem is Fez has an ability. Corkscrew. Alright, so they do knock me out, so I can go get Fez. I've got Iono. They're going to go down to 4 cards. Here we go. Night Stretcher. Alright, so we're going to go get this and that because we have an Iono anyway. Go get the Nidoking. Got it. Do I want to get anything else out of here? Well, actually, I could go get the energy. Let's get it just to attach it. Or do I want Arbok? No, I want the energy. So now I can do either attack. We're going to Iono. We're going to take this one out. Because it already is the Morgrim. Alright, I've already attached. Don't need anything else. Got Boss. Okay. So we are going to go... It actually doesn't matter. So they're poisoned. Hit for 100. They actually get knocked out for the 100. Not the extra damage. I get 1 prize, but... Yeah, they don't have it. Okay, good. That showed me they don't have it. Now I can put Team Rocket's energy on Arbok. And now I boss... Do I boss? I think I boss Monkey Dory. Or do I just hit Frostless? Oh, Monkey Dory would also get knocked out in between turns. Which I guess it doesn't matter. They're not playing Fez. Oh, no. I definitely boss up the Morgrim. They're going to Night Stretcher. Another Morgrim. They're going to choose a new active. They're going to try to confuse. Or they're just giving me the Monkey Dory. Freezing Shroud. Alright. The Monkey Dory can get knocked out. I can get Freezing Shroud. I do. Ooh. This definitely goes here. What is... Think of it. They're going to get a Grimssnarl no matter what. So, do I want Shaman? Or do I want Monkey Dory? They want to give me Monkey Dory, I think. Or do I do Frostless? let's see. Do I have the... Yeah, well, Night Stretcher, the stage 1. Oh, I don't even have one down. Okay, well, we'll go get one down. Fez or Pecharunt. We'll get down Fez. Or do I Iono to 4? I mean, I've got the spike move. All right, let's Iono to 4. Kind of useless Night Stretcher. I did not see which one was down. I was really trying to go get an extra stadium. All right, so we will hit for 200. So they can't use a Monkey Dory now. So Frostless is going to start taking care of their Shaman. There's a Team Rockets. Frostless is starting to is going to take care of their Shaman, and once their Shaman is good to go, I can come up with Arbok. All right, so they're doing 180. Frostless is going to do some damage. I'm going to do plenty of damage in between turns, but they're going to boss. All right, Team Rockets. Can you this card? As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon it provides, this card can only be attached to. If it is attached to anything else, you discard it. So I can just use Pecharunt. No big deal. We'll use Pecharunt, and then we will, because eventually they're going to get 2 prizes off of Fez. Actually, next one, because I have no way of bringing it up. All right, but here's what we do. We go get Pecharunt to bring up Nidoking. I don't want to Iono. I don't want to boss. Let's just do the Team Rockets on this one. And now hit for 100. And poison. Is that going to be enough? Let's see. 180. It's 130. Now it's 120. All I got to do is boss Pecharunt. Wonder if I would have did this for 240. No, they wouldn't have been poisoned. But now I can Iono down to 2. They're going to Shadow Bullet. Okay. We are going to... Alright, they die in between turns. So what we're going to do is we're just going to Iono down to 2. Iono down to 2, and hopefully they can't find an energy. Then I should be good to go. We'll put that there to stop. So we're going to Subjugating Chains here. And then we are going to, let's see, flip a coin. If heads, you're active now paralyzed. It doesn't matter. I don't want to hit for 10. I just wanted to reset. Now we are not. And we are just going to... Your opponent is poisoned during Pokemon checkup. Yeah, they're poisoned. We are not going to attack. We want them to die to poison. They've got Freezing Shroud. They can get 1 off. So the question is, can I get 2? I'm going to get 1 off. Yes, we win next turn. If they cannot win... Oh, don't tell me they're going to get Energy Search and Devo. Devo would hurt. Oh, they got the Energy Search. That's the game. Definitely a tough matchup. That's the game. Oh, man. Yeah, they took extra prize. All right, happens. Let's go to the next game. Yep. Nothing we can do. All right, here we go. Latias and Eevee. So it's an Eevee. And let's go get some stuff down. 1 of each. Got it. That is my other one is prized. So we will also go get Fez and do nothing else. All right, so I can Arven for rare candy. Actually, that doesn't make sense because I got no energy anyway. So we'll put the Nidorino down, or Nidorino. Put that down, and then just Iono, and hope we run into an energy and an Evo. That would be great. Yeah, we definitely want Iono because we know they're gonna have a Noctowls. They got a Hoot. Another Hoot's gonna come down. But then they have to get Evo onto the Eevee. Otherwise, they won't be able to use the Hoot or the Noctowl. They put the other Eevee, which means they only have one Noctowl. Or they're going straight into it. They are going to go Terra Orb. They had the Terra Orb. It goes right into Flareon. But let's see if we can get that Noctowl back. Don't tell me they have the Crystal too. Okay, they don't. Alright, so we put this down and then we just Iono. Hopefully we find stuff we need. Energy and Evo would be great. And I did find an Evo, but I didn't find anything else. Alright, so we're going to put this down. Put that down. I don't want to give them... Alright, so we now just end turn. Because I can Arven for Vessel next. I don't want to give them 2 prizes. Alright, so they were able to get the Noctowl. They go into Sylveon. Alright, so that would... They're gonna try to do Sylveon. Burning Charge. They don't get a prize card. But if I get a Nidoking, I could be in trouble. Alright, there's another Evo. Let's see, is my Vessel prized? It is. My Vessel is prized. So that's great. What else do I have? I have a Boss. That's not going to help. So we're going to have to get an item, or do I get... Jeez. Alright, we can Evo. Devo. Alright, so we'll just get this. I can't even Evo. They're going to come up with Sylveon anyway. So let's Subjugating Chains here. I don't even think that's going to do anything. I am so... they don't have... I'm going to keep the Secret Box. I'm just going to... That's it. Because I know what's about to happen. Because then I can Secret Box for everything I want. Vessel being prized is absolutely insane. 2 games in a row. Because now I could use the Counter Gain to Evo. Burning Charge. Okay, so they... Now what I got to do is I have to get this. Because that stopped them from using Noctowl if they had one. Alright, so now I put this up. Counter Gain. Find an Iono and have to run into a Rocket's Energy. So that is my goal. Alright, so we're going to go get... We are not going to end up Evoing... Save the Boss of the Energy. We'll get rid of Energy. We're going to Iono. We can go get the Stadium here. We can get the Tool. And we can get the Ultra Ball. Alright. So now, we Ultra Ball. These 2, don't need that now. Go get my Nidoking, and now I have to run into... So we'll put this there. We'll put here. Iono down up to 5. It's unfortunate. But I got to get deep enough where now Fez can get me... Alright, I did find the Rocket Energy. So we're good there. We found it. We can now Fez. We'll put the Arbok down. Let's see. We can get another Ekans. I really wanted the... let's see. We don't need... We can Boss for game on Fez. Do I really need another one? Alright, we'll get it down. And now we can hit for 100. It's going to take a lot more damage here. Boom, an extra 100 damage. Alright, so if it stays there, which it's not going to, but if it does, then they are going to get knocked out. But I think, yeah, I figured they were going to do that. So now I can come up with... Let's see. Do they Angel Light? Do we play... We don't play a Switch because we have... Alright, so they're going to Boss Pecharunt. Or now they're going to Angel Light. And now we're in some deep trouble. They had Boss. They're going to Angel Light. And it's going to take me an extra turn to get set up here. But they don't have any energy down. They're going to what? Arbok and Nidoking? Yep, there it is. Okay. So I didn't get knocked out. They're not going to knock out Fez next anyway. They have none. I can counter catcher. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go this. We're going to get these 2 back down. I can Arven for or Counter Catcher. We're going to Counter Catcher you. And we're going to Iono? Yeah, let's Iono. See what we get here. Because we do get 6 cards. They only get 5, we get 6. I do find the Counter Gain. So we're going to put it on... We're going to put it on Nidoking because I do have Ultra Ball. We're going to put that there. And then we are going to end turn. All right. So now I have Ultra Ball, Counter Gain, and the energy with the rare candy. They got Ogerpon, Hoot, Ultra Ball. Oh, they're gonna get Noctowl. They got the Noctowl. What could they get though? They only get 2 cards. Iono and Switch, and that Iono is killer because I literally have the 2 cards I need, which is Rare Candy and Ultra Ball. Can I get another one? Can I get the other Rare Candy with Ultra Ball? Not even. I got Rare Candy through Arven, but they're just going to Angel Light again. The Counter Catcher didn't stick. Come on, give me an Ultra Ball or Rare Candy or a Nidoking. We got it. Holy cow. Rare Candy. Got it. We got exactly what we needed. Boom. Got it. Pecharunt. Actually, I should have used Pecharunt first. But that's okay. So I can either do 240. I do have Counter Gain, but we'll put the energy there. So now I can do either one, but yeah, let's do this. 100. Now they're going to take 80 damage. All right, so if they stay there, but now they can Angel Light. Just no boss, no boss. If they boss, I'm in some deep trouble. There's only so many oh, man. There's only so many times I can rebuild this Nidoking in 2 turns. All right, but in order for them to do that, they have to stay there, which means they are going to get knocked out on the way back. And I'm going to be able to hopefully come up with... They've got... Oh. Do they not have any more boss, or they have it in their hand? EVEX. They're going to boss, and they're going to Angel Light. Yep, they're going to Angel Light, put it all back in, and I need another Iono or something. I don't even know how many we have left. How many Ionos we have left? That's Rare Candy. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3. I only have 1 left. They put Pecharunt. And let's go. We'll go get it back out again. Now they're finally going to take 2 prizes, but so are we. That is the key. They are knocked out. We got 2 prizes. What could we get? Headquarters. Buddy. Completely useless cards. All right, now we don't have to deal with Angel Light anymore. It is gone. Oh my god, but they're going to Crispin. They're going to take 2 cards. I'm going to put the Rocket's energy down. Let's see, what is this? Flip a coin. It is paralyzed. All right, that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to paralyze them. Because if we could paralyze this on a heads, that would be the saving grace here. Let's see. Paralyze. Could a flip of a coin save us? Here we go. I can't put down the headquarters, otherwise I won't be able to use it. They're going to boss. We're going to go flip of a coin or a boss. I think now we're going to go to flip of a coin. All right, drag down. Let's go. Give me heads. Yes, they are paralyzed. So, unless they have another Hoot or Noctowl in their hand, which they could. Serrano. All right, I can actually place the headquarters down to eliminate all this stuff. They're paralyzed, and we're going to keep doing paralyzed until we find something we need. How many heads can we get in a row? Oh, they're trying to win the game here. I'm going to save the Team Rocket's energy. I'm going to put the other energy on the Nidoran here. All right, we're gonna try to go for a heads again. There's Pecharunt. That doesn't help me. Or do I boss? Let's now boss this. And now we can go for a drag down. Because if we don't get it, they still have to move it. And we did get it. All right. So they can't retreat. They're unable to retreat. How many energy they have out? Yes, one. That's 5. That's 9. That's probably all they have. Holy cow. All right, let's see what we can get here. We didn't get knocked out. We can get... Do we get Tool? This. Because I definitely want like an Iono. All right, so we'll put this here. We will save the Rocket's energy. Let's see what we got. All right, let's see. We have one Iono, Janine's Secret. Okay. All right, we drag down again. Yes, there's nothing else I want to play. Don't want to put a 2-prizer down. And it is for the 3rd time. Because if I can Iono them down to 3, I get 4. They're going to crisp and butt. They're not going to be able to use it. They have no energy. They have none. Now, do I want to really Iono? Oh, Ultra Ball. Okay. Ultra Ball. Headquarters and Pecharunt for Arbok. All right, because now we have the rocket energy. Here we go. And what do we get? Nothing on that one. Okay, but now we just do 30 damage everywhere. Spinning Tail. 30 damage everywhere. Boom, except obviously the Terras. But can I get 4 prizes if I could do, what, 3 more attacks? If they don't have an energy... Crispin, well, you didn't have an energy before. There's no way you have it again. And now they can't play the Noctowl. Now that Arbok is there. Spinning Tail. Yes, confirm. And there it is. I need 1 more to get rid of the Hoothoot. 2 more turns and I win the game. Iono. I'll take it. Now I wish I would have played that energy onto the Nidoran. But let's see. Oh, we've got the... Oh, we've got it. We've got the Iono. They're going to Night Stretcher. Oh my god. I have to Iono into a Rocket's energy. I don't have a choice. Because they're going to come knock me out. Burning Charge knockout. 130 exactly. And Pecharunt was used, so I can't get that up. They need 2. But I have the rare candy. Okay, hold on. Do I want to put Ursaluna down? Yes. We're going to Iono. I need to Iono into a Rocket's energy, please. No! I do have Boss. They can only Burning Charge. I can Janine's Secret after this. So I'm not going to do anything there. Alright, so I could Janine's Secret. Take the knockout here. They get Leafeon. Well, they can put it down here, but they're not going to be able to attack because they don't have a grass energy. So that does absolutely nothing for you. Except, oh, the Burning Charge, but they don't have any energy. Unless they had it in their hand, they put it back in. Oh, they do have the grass. It does 1, 2, 3. I'm weak to grass, aren't I? No, I'm weak to... Okay. Hold. So let us... Janine's Secret. Here and here. I need... Alright, it's only 1. So we're going to put it here. So now I can actually... Yes. We're going to thin a little bit. Just so I have the ball so that I can check out what I have. I don't have another Arbok. I do have... I have 2 Rockets energy. Or... Oh, man. Alright, so we'll do this just to thin. And now I can only do the 1 attack, and I can only do it now. So I need another energy. Somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think that's it. Because I had to attach that energy. They can use the first attack and end the game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 240. First attack ends the game. There was no way for me to... Pecharunt was already gone. I needed one of those Night Stretchers. would have helped. I mean, maybe they missed the attack. I don't know. I mean, it's going to say it that they can knock me out. But if they counter catcher for Ekans, oh, they can't counter catcher. Maybe they mess up. Briar. Yeah, you didn't need the Briar. You just needed to, yeah, okay. I don't know if they saw it or not, or if it that is one of those things, the computer definitely helped them win if they didn't see it. All right, so we went a little 1 and 2 on the ladder, but I definitely think this is a cool concept where you're stopping them from evolving, and you have a big bulky Pokemon that is not weak to grass, that does a lot of damage and doesn't activate Fezandipiti. Let me know what you think about the deck in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.